So to end this segment, I think we will have to say a few things about dishonorable mentions of
Yeah, I like that.
few movies. In a way that these were much anticipated sequels of their namesake franchises, but they have done the franchise the dishonor of being made the way that they have.
Yeah, or maybe not living up. Well, I doubt it's really about expectations. I guess it's because of I don't know, I wouldn't say track record or maybe consistency, but yeah, we're just going to leave it as dishonorable mentions. So, first off, it was also this time in January last year that we got the release date and went to watch Resident Evil, the final chapter. So excited to watch it.
Because it's the final chapter of what was it? 5 or 6 series of movies over the past 10 years.
Which a character that is not in the game. Yeah, alright. But they still managed to pull things together to get the story going, the movie going through the years. And definitely worth a watch because it's the final chapter. I want to see, I went because I wanted to see how they're going to wrap this up, and whether they did it well or not.
I think the word is not.
Yeah. Well, if you haven't watched it, if you have watched all the others or True and All, I think you should just give it a go to see.
Finish it off as the
final chapter. Yeah.
But you may not be pleased with the result.
Yeah, but that's the dishonorable mention.
We'll leave it as that.
Yeah.
So the next dishonorable mention, we have to. Well, I had some debate whether to include this one under this list, but having read some reviews of another movie critic locally that relates to certain plot points which just made no logical sense. Alien Covenant. The much anticipated return of the Xenomorph for the Alien franchise, and the Xenomorphs were back. Yes, they were back. They were in their gruesome glory and so forth.
Terrifying.
Yes, it brought back some of the horror to the genre. Which may have been remiss in the last 1 or 2 movies, but certainly the terror in space was there. But the terror is also associated very much with the stupidity of the humans in this movie. Stupidity.
Wow, Mr. Logic is getting all.
Okay, I should not be because they are humans, they are not Vulcans, so they could be forgiven for all the lapse in judgments and the fumblings which ends up in...
You wait lah, once Xenomorph chase you, see whether you show emotion lah.
We shall see.
Yeah, we shall see, right? Yeah.
I'm sure Vulcans would have exterminated the species by now in the most logical fashion.
I'm sure Vulcans will make better ships, spaceships,
But for all the debate and the ending that was presented to us, it's still going to be the case that you will have to watch the sequel based on the way this movie was concluded.
Yeah.
So,
I just read last night that there's no more sequel to Alien Covenant. There is nothing in the books. Yeah.
Well, this is a series which may just like flip flop again. Like it will be done, it won't be done, it won't be done.
Yeah, because now it's Disney has bought over. Yeah, apparently it's buried. There's no sequel to Alien Covenant.
I still think it comes down to whether a movie is a commercial success or not. Ratings aside or not, if it makes money, they will make a sequel. If it doesn't make money, they may still make a sequel for other purposes.
Okay.
Either way, to have left the series hanging, as we say in this right, would be more Dishonor.
Okay, which we will mention if it happens again.
So without being too harsh, we really have only 3 movies to in our Dishonor list last year.
And the last one on the Dishonor list is also has the word last in it. Yeah, is Transformers: The Last Night. Whew. Again, The Last Night seems to be the movie that was gonna wrap it up or close it up. The series, the movie series, or even like a Michael Bay said, it was the last one or something. So I went to watch it just like Resident Evil to see what are they going to present in this last chapter to close it up I should say bring that series or that era of the stories to a close. And it was okay. I actually liked it, but they tried to put a lot of effort in such a they could have done a bit of it earlier, but now in the last movie they want to really round out the curves and put an angle or put something really intelligent. We did that because of this and that kind of thing. All a bit too much in just like 2 hours or so of a movie to tell or to round out everything else. Yeah,
which ultimately made no sense. That was even repeated by Sir Anthony Hopkins, who starred in the movie, saying that he knew nothing of what was going on.
Oh man. Okay.
And to repeat, I think what many fans, or rather true Transformers fans, would say is, thank goodness this is the end of Bayformers.
Yeah.
But there is another Transformer movie in the works, and that movie is in fact featuring Bumblebee, which will be released end of this year.
In December.
Not being helmed by Michael Bay, and it will be based in the glorious era of nostalgia, the 1980s. So expect lots of classic 1980s music hits to vertebrate throughout the movie, with of course probably our favorite Autobot.
And but still being Transformers: The Last Night, when they just like Resident Evil, they want to close out the franchise or that era of the story. You just gotta go and check it out, in which I did. So if it's part of our dishonorable mention list, but still I paid money to go and watch it. Yeah.
I mean, as a fan of geek pop culture, they may be dishonorable mentions, but being a geek, it still stands. These are still movies that comes upon you must watch list. Okay, watch it, then make your informed decision, love or hate. Of course, the majority probably leans towards hate, but either way, it's still something that you need to watch to finish the franchise. Well, of course, if you have never followed Resident Evil or Alien or Transformers in the first place, then it means nothing. But I understand that all geeks would have at least tasted these franchises.
There's a calling.
Yes, yes. And how deep that calling vertebrates depends on the nature of fandom. So thank you very much for watching our honorable mention and dishonorable mention movies list. Please feel most welcome to comment below on your own choices or our choices, or there are other candidates which should be included for informing the rest of the Malaysian geek community. As I said, Malaysian, we have only limited perhaps in our selection to what movies were released in Malaysia last year. So that is pretty much sums up our 2017. And stay tuned very soon for our top 10 list of most anticipated movies of 2018. If you're a geek, these are pop culture movies you must watch. Must watch. As soon as they're released. Mark down the release dates on your calendars.
Yeah. Here on Pop Culture Fun, I'll be putting up a list, together with help from Mr. Logic here, to try and put these all with dates as we get it, the Malaysian dates. Yeah. So it's Captain signing off with Mr. Smock here.
Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, My Sci-Fi Fan Outpost, to stay tuned to our next engrossing and
The transmission.
transmission.
Star Trek-y, come on. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
I mean,
then
give him some, his plan just, Oh, sorry, which tagline is it?
peace and long life.
Ah,
Live long and prosper.
yeah.
And may the force be with you.
Also, lah.